Which of the following best describes the term electronic notarial act? Well, let's have a look at that term, and it's found at section 135-C of the Notary Public License Law booklet entitled Electronic Notarization. And if we look at the definitions at section 1, subsection D, we have here the definition of electronic notarial act, which means an official act by a notary public physically present in the state of New York on or involving an electronic record and using means authorized by the Secretary of State. So with that in mind, let's have a look at our four choices to determine the solution. Choice A states, an act that allows notaries to communicate electronically without being physically present. Well, that's incorrect, as I just read from the definition before. In fact, it does require the physical presence of the notary public in the state of New York, and therefore choice A is not the correct solution. Choice B states, an official act by a notary public on an electronic record using means authorized by the Secretary of State. Well, that aligns with the law that I just read from before, but before we mark it as such, let's have a look at choices C and D just to be sure. Choice C states, an act that allows notaries to use electronic signatures without any verification. Well, that does not align with the definition of electronic notarial act that I read from before, and therefore choice C is not the correct solution. And finally, choice D states, an act that mandates all notaries perform notarial acts electronically. Well, that is certainly incorrect. There is no such act that mandates that, and therefore choice D is not the correct solution either, which indeed leaves choice B, an official act by a notary public on an electronic record using means authorized by the Secretary of State, as the correct solution.